Hello YouTube, a quick update on the start we're gonna do, and also I need to explain you a bit more because people have been wondering what is this fucking Pepega transition between this pub here and like an idea of this one. It's like such a big differences between those two, and yeah, I'm agree. So make like a transition pub where this is gonna be like the gear that I will try to get as a solo character uh, before swapping, or kinda like that with a bit of upgrade there. As first we saw the small Ascendancy nodes, and sadly we got Subcaster to give 5% chance to cause monster to flee. Yup. 10% Chris Radio fishing count. Yeah, they're pretty good, man. So flee, what it is, it just make the magic and white monster flee. This do not apply to rare and unique monster. But basically, when a monster is fleeing away, it's just running away, and that's it. So it will pretty much do nothing for us. Sadly, small node do nothing on the Softcaster. It can open something. You can find a unique fishing ring if you're wearing special unique. I forgot which one it is. There is probably some mention there. There is not mentioned there. Well, basically, yeah, you need to wear a pair of shitty gloves corrupt, and you need to be able to flee monsters, and they can drop from rares, but it is extremely rare. So it do not really matters. But back to the transition pub. So basically, mostly what I will do if I was solo, because I'm going dual with J on this temporary league. But I will basically either, if I can find a Bitter Dream during the leveling, I will use Bitter Dream, and I will probably use Stumble Big Decision, and I will do something like this pretty much. But if I don't, I will not use Bitter Dream. I will just scrap some Fire on my weapon and go as the usual armor brand scenario with armor recall and stuff. Then I will go in nice, grab a bit of money, and try to buy some few items that I need. And what are the few items that I need? One of the items that you need is like the Impulsa Broken Earth there. Just because like penance kind of need the explode to feel good. But you can try to play penance without it. It's gonna feel a bit bad on the clear, but once you get your hands on the impulse, it's gonna be really good. So it's like one of the items that I want. Also the helmet, classic helmet, +3 and any tier of hypo, and you craft +1 AoE, and you got like a 6.5 link ready to and you're pretty much ready to go. I'm also looking for triple remarkable cluster here. Those are pretty good. They give a lot of caster speed. It feels good on penance, and casting to bind at once allows you to get like your full DPS scenario on one click button. Those are kind of needed. I mean, you can play without it, but yeah, those are just too good. Also, what I will try to look for is on my large cluster, I will try to look and grab Storm Rider as well. So you're able to generate your power charge that way. And that will be pretty much it. I will swap out the tree and path on the top side. And we will go for crit. So crit, you can have some over here. You can get some over here. Weapon, we will try to look at any type of weapon you can use as a wand. You can use Rune Dagger, Scepter. Basically on those you're looking for at least a +1, looking for really decent caster speed roll, and either spell damage modifier, multi, or crit chance for spell, and an open craft, so you can craft either spell damage, multi, or crit chance for spell. Like those are a pretty cheap weapon early on. The Ascendancy, I can talk about the Ascendancy there. Like first Ascendancy, of course, during leveling we go Ghost, and then after we go Storming goes the Seas. Probably go within the Tempest, so it feels really good with the Impulsor. The last one, here it will depend what you like. Brine-bound with the freeze for 1 second, gonna be really cool with Blast Freeze. Or you can get Blast Freeze on an implicit gloves. Blast Freeze is spread. You can get there on the gloves. Personally, in this part, I put it on the gloves implicit. But gloves implicit, there is many good one you can go for, such as Lich. Lich, you can also find it on a large cluster. I will personally try to get it on a large cluster so it free up my implicit gloves. And the last Ascendancy, yeah, also Brightbound. If you want a bit more damage, you can go Glacial Wave. But also this one gonna be really cool because it gives 60 resistances, and we might be in the need of resistances because it's kind of hard to get. I mean, since we have like using your body, probably an helmet with no res. So this one can be cool, and also having a bit more crit. This can be. This might be the plan, Shield Leaks. And in the palm, as you saw there, we are kind of being in the need of a attribute. There is no attribute on my gear here. There is literally 0 attribute on my gear. If you have lower dex, you can just lower the how does it called? Aced. So you can might be able to drop like 1 level of aced or but this, yeah, it will depend how good your gear is. But yeah, strength is needed sadly, so probably 2 suffix strengths with 40 plus on gear, and you will be good, and you will be able to drop those 2. Well, yeah, on the tree, just a bit of aura effect here, crit aura effect there. Yeah, we grab the brand node as usual. Important to grab those AoE there. Yeah, you kind of want to have those AoE. Those AoE give +3 explode radius, and it makes a big difference, to be honest. I've played with it, I play without. Consider this 22, and it's the base radius. We need 1% increase AoE to get a breakpoint, so that's like +1 breakpoint, and if you grab this, that's +2 breakpoint, so 22 to 25, it makes a big difference. I can definitely tell you. And we have also 10% here, AoE on the craft here. But going back on the item, gloves. I think like base gloves will be temple mod gloves with decent suffixes. You don't have to get the brand attachment range there. That's the glove that I was using on my private league. And on the implicit, you can either go for... I think the best way will be to get the conversion, because we want 50% conversion. We are not converting 100% yet at the beginning, unless you use physical to lighting support. I think grabbing those node there and the 40% convert master in 1 point will be pretty good. So you will only need 10%. You can craft prefix 10% convert on the gloves. You can get temple mod converts, like temple mod, the 30% here is a temple mod, or you can get convert on your implicit gloves. But I think best gloves probably gonna be temple mod with good suffixes, open prefix with life, if you can get some, and you craft the convert lighting missing gear, and that free up you gloves implicit, so you can go free spread if you go for the Ascendancy, because free spread plus the Ascendancy gonna be really good defense. For damage, there is a nerve on it, or there is as well light lich. Lighting lich, you can go. No, you will go cold lich because we are not dealing any lighting. So cold lich will be good, so you don't need Doriani. But like just a cluster large like this with Doriani on the pathing will probably cost you like 5 or 10 cows. So I think it's worth to grab a leech on the large cluster at the beginning and free up implicit gloves. Amulet, replica dragon fang. I know that might be an expensive amulet. You don't have to. To be honest, just at the beginning. Amulet with caster speed, multi, +1. You don't need to have all of those, or just life and res at the beginning, right? Ring, you kind of want to have it during charge on kill. This is like really useful for the defense. It gives 12% less physical damage taken and 12% less elemental damage taken. Really massive. Death Rush, once again, not needed at the beginning, but it's like really good to get one. Adrenaline, 100% increased damage for 3 seconds. 20 caster speed, 20 attack speed, 20 flat fizz. And on top of that, the life on kill. Those are really good. Stygian Vice, just life res. I like to get reduced flash charge use here, just to make like my use flask a bit more comfier. You want phasing, so grabbing a 8% phasing on kill with life multi if you can, or some flat to spells. Anziris Promise, that's a really good damage flask there. Definitely worth grabbing. And also can give the Leech if you don't have your Leech already. Granite Flask with increased armor. I put the Bottle Fave there, but it's not needed. You will just go like Crit Flask with increased crits. Silver there. There is not even a suffixes here, and just a movement speed flask. On the jewel, there is just some life multi, res, attributes. There's many stuff you can go there, but try to get at least one with corrupted blood. If at the really beginning you don't have corrupted blood, there is a mastery here that can give you corrupted blood. Like I used to grab those 4 points. Will I'll do iced because I don't have corrupted blood immunity, and also the chaos res is like, I mean, in chaos res in iced, yeah, not really matter, but still. And here in this pub, I put an Elegant Breeze here, but you don't have to. Elegant Breeze here just used to get this node here, Eternal Favor, that gives 10% Frenzy Charge on it. It's a good way to get Frenzy Charge early on. It's a good damage increase. If you go on the Power Charge things, Power Charge and Side of Thing, then you will grab the Power Charge and you will use the Green Jewel. The name of it, the Militant Faith, and there is a Militant Faith that can give a keystone here, I Know Conviction, that gives 3% more spell damage, and you can't generate Frenzy. But since we're like missing points, grabbing the Frenzy there, you kind of want to have this one, the Power Charge there, Power Charge here. You kind of want to grab this point there as well, because it gives a plus the mastery would give a bit of increased damage, but that's a lot of point to use. The boots, I'd even talk about boots, is just life res, action speed, life regen. That's pretty much it for the gear. So this will be like an early start for penance. We can talk a bit about the Forbidden Flame and Flesh, because there is a lot of good one you can go for. Like on the Shadow, Ambush and Assassinate are good. You got Killing, you got more crit against full life, more crit multi, and then you have the 50% more damage to life. So roughly, I think it's gonna be like maybe a 16% damage increase, so 8% damage per jewel. Might be a bit more. It's probably more. That could be like 10% damage per jewel, Ambush and Assassinate overall. So definitely pretty powerful one. You can have the +1 power charge as well there if you go power charge stacking. You can have the base crit here. And the multiple power charge. If you're lacking crit, that could be a thing. Even this one might not be bad. Like most of the time when you need damage is on single target situation, and this one is like 12.5% damage per jewel. The Trickster, there is like some good one, definitely for later on. You can have the Suppress one. There is Soul Drinker. There's that one probably gonna be expensive because it gives some damage. You have the Leech, and on top of that, energy shield is not removed at full life. So pretty cool, definitely. Polymath, probably gonna be an expensive one too, because that one is like really good for damage, and you got a lot of utility with the recover. 1% life, yes, in mana on kill, definitely pretty good for mapping. One step ahead, it's definitely comfy to use if you plan to do a lot of daily maps, but it's just like here for comfiness. Here there is also a really good one, Explosive Expert there. That's really good damage one if you're not crit cap. And if you apply to if you're able to apply burning to the enemy. That's definitely a really good one. There is also this one worth mentioning. If you go self-chill, you have Emu, Ignite, and Shock, so that one can be definitely used if you go on the self-shield road. But be aware, more action speed, more caster speed do not apply to brain activation frequency. Only caster speed will apply to brain activation frequency. And there is also this one that give a lot of damage on Nest of the Void, just because we are going multiple conversion and the gain non-chaos, extra chaos apply on every stage of the conversion. So definitely pretty good one, Earnest of the Void, but it's an Uber jewel, so don't expect to see some of those jewels early on. So those jewels, there is a lot of good choices you can go for. That's probably something you will have to look on the market and grab the cheapest combo possible, but just a regular life multi is also good. It's not damage, but you have a bit of life as well, so. We can talk about Righteous Fire as well. Like people have been asking, how do we sustain Righteous Fire? But sadly, that's kind of scuffed to sustain Righteous Fire. Not gonna lie, we are not Inquisitor. We don't have the easy access to a lot of region. Probably later on, we will use Rational Doctrine that give perma Conground on us, because that Conground is like really good. 50% reduced curse effect, a lot of region. Sorry. But you can still use it on single target situation. Like if you want to one tap bosses, you can still use it. As you saw there, I just have Vitality, Summon Stone Golem, and Life Recovery Rate. I'm at minus 40 HP per second, but we still have 580 life, so it's like 520 life regenerated per second. So on bosses situation, why not? Why not using Righteous Fire? Later on, it's probably doable to run it, and we might be able to have ES in life and run Righteous Fire. If you have decent ES pool, you can use Zelotov, but like, be aware Zelotov convert everything to ES. He said life regeneration is applied to ES, but the percent life regen from flask or from Conground will apply to ES too. But we're still gonna be able to get some life leech, but it could be kind of weird in some situation where like there is a bosses that phase and you got hit by some spell and you're not able to regenerate your life. I'm not sure. I might try it out, to be honest, a lot of. Or maybe with the, how does it call? Where it is, Soul Drinker there. Soul Drinker with the increased leech here. This might be enough to out-sustain Righteous Fire if we have a lot of fire resistances. Might try it out later on as well. I don't know how does that look exactly. Where it is, Soul Drinker. How much leech dipping gives? I give nothing. We are on the cap. But yeah, that could be a thing. So not sure. I don't know. We will see. We'll see about IRF later on. I have no idea how it's gonna look. And after that, personally, what I do when I got like all of that, I personally grab up some money, make my 8-link helmet, and I kill a bunch of bosses. And I try to farm for Mage Blood. And after Mage Blood, this is where you can swap a lot of stuff on your item. And I go for a bit the defense scenario. Not sure where I go after Mage Blood, if I go on the full evasion side, or maybe I will try to get as much ES as possible and try to use Zilotov, so I can able, maybe with the Forbidden Flame, sustain a ref while maintaining ES. So here we will have to wait and see. Maybe Soul Drinker is a really strong one. Definitely, so people are gonna buy those and use those, so price might be high. We will see. And I hope this transition pop there to like early in-game mapping will definitely help you. And I will see you on the league star, right? Thank you very much, everyone watching. I will give the pod in the link, of course, in the description below. So thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.